Ports, congrats. It's a 2-1 win here at Sporting Khalsa, and I think the scoreline probably flatters the home side. That was a brilliant performance from your boys from start to finish.
Yeah, exactly what I've just said to the lads in there. Like, super proud of them from minute 1 through to, what is it, minute 98. Thought it was fantastic. Like, really deserved all 3 points. They're a bit tight at the end there, but yeah, I think we could have scored 3 or 4, to be honest.
To produce a performance like that without your captain, without Tariq Dallas, without Charlie Green, the list goes on. But the team that you had out there today, every one of them could make a case to be starting in this team, and it goes to show the strength you've got now. Yeah,
I think we've said previously, Michael said it and touched upon it, but we've got a good squad in there. That's what we've built over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, results previously hadn't gone our way, but today shows what we've got in depth there. We're capable of. Lads have come in, but was never worried. Like, I knew, yeah, it's not ideal prep. Lads being sick, poorly, injured. That's football. We've got a squad for a reason, and the lads that came in were absolutely fantastic, and yeah, it's a great day.
It's been a bit of a hectic period, as you say, with all the injuries and illnesses leading up to this game. You then have the manager dropping out just before as well, but things like that, does that galvanise your team to really try and dig in and put in a performance for everyone at the club?
Yeah, there's a real togetherness at the moment within that bunch. I think when you've gone through that hard time of when we're losing sort of like 9 on the bounce or whatever it was, and we're now on that run that we wanted to get on. And I think, yeah, regardless of who's here or who's not, the standards are still there. They're driving it. And yeah, we're on that run now, and we just want to keep winning games and like picking up points, which is fantastic.
Well, as well as you played, it was 2 free kicks that won you the game. Lovely little routine in the first half when T-Jam flicked it into Jamal Adams to finish. And then, well, you've known Calvin Green for many years. You've seen him do that time and time and again. I'm sure you must have been very proud watching that one.
Yeah, I think like on the first one, I actually said, oh, maybe Calvs can whip it around the wall. But Jam's obviously hit it well, tested the keeper, and it's gone in bottom corner. The second one, I've called it early as well, and I said, this is going in 2-0. And he's done what I've seen him do over the years and just slotted bottom corner, which is nice.
And you had plenty of other chances, particularly in that first half. Was there a frustration that perhaps you weren't even further ahead at half-time?
Yeah, I think like we probably deserved to score a couple of more of the opportunities that we created. It's frustrating that we didn't put the game to bed, but really pleasing that what we've worked on in the week, getting in the final thirds, creating chances, getting the balls in the box, it's coming off now. And it's only, I've said as well for the last couple of weeks, someone's going to take a big beating from us, hopefully soon. But look, there's so many positives out there, and boys should be proud of that performance today.
It was just one of those days where everything came together. Everybody was at an 8 or a 9 out of 10. But who today stood out for you in particular?
God, yes. We've said this on the sideline. I think like across the midfield, you've got. I thought Marcel was absolutely outstanding. For such a young lad to be so brave on the ball, taking it in tight areas, creating so many opportunities for it is fantastic. Webby covered the ground so much in midfield, but like for me, Fraser today, he's come in and he shows why he's a futsal in England international. His quality on the ball, getting us forward higher up the pitch, just shows his quality, and I thought deserved of MOM today, Fraser.
I've got to ask about the ending. It would have been criminal if your side hadn't won that game. But what was going through your mind when they score in the last minute of stoppage time and then they hit the crossbar right at the end?
Yeah, to be fair, that one, I had my heart in my mouth, to be honest. But I think at a point, up until the 93rd, when I think we conceded the goal, I thought we was comfortable. They weren't causing too much. Yeah, they're putting the ball in the box, which you expect. But you got Adam back there. He's talking to the centre half, T-Jan, Hughesy, just heading the ball away. Looked really secure. Obviously, they've got their goal, and then it's like heart and mouth time. Everything went backs against the wall, but we've defended well and well deserving of 3 points in my eyes.
You've had to wait so long for a win in league action, and now suddenly you've had 3 arrive on the bounce. What do you think the difference is between this period that you're in now compared to what you were going through before?
Yeah, I think like we said, and Michael said at the time, like the players in there, they're good enough, they've got the quality. I think it really does come down to the confidence. Like we said, we trained in the week when we're not playing. When we're not winning well, they're training well. The confidence is there. It's just getting the 3 points, getting that sort of like monkey off your back. I said to them, these guys, they're going through that bad patch. Let's put them under pressure. Let's make it difficult for them. And they did that from start. They pressed high. They won the ball. And like you said, you noticed their coaches were on their backs, like causing problems, screaming, shouting from the sidelines because they need 3 points desperately for the playoffs. But no, we stuck to game plan and well deserved.
Is there an argument to suggest that, particularly away from home, that was probably your best performance of the season?
Yeah, I think so. I think like obviously with Corden, I know the result didn't go our way. I think Corden was a fantastic performance up until the last minute. But again, just shows where the boys have grown. They've learned from their mistakes. They're a young bunch, but they're learning, they're growing, and deserved it, and got the 3 points, worked hard for it.
And just on the housekeeping front, there's too many absentees for me to remember. Can you just try and give us a rundown of who's out with what and any time frames that you've got for us?
Yeah, I'll try and keep it quick. Obviously, Jav's just his knee. We're confident, he's had his scan. We're just managing him. Hopefully, we'll get his scan back in the next couple of days, see what the damage is. Hopefully, it's not too bad and we can sort of bring him back in. Tariq is also another knee injury, sadly. He's gone for a scan as well, so we're unsure how bad his is, but he done his last week. And then illness, obviously Michael's poorly today. We've also got Charlie Green, who's been really ill, and same with Isaac, both sick throughout the week, so just couldn't make it today. And unfortunate, but like you say, you've got the squad to manage it.
And when you do get those players back, and especially Cairo as well, serving the second game of his band today, when you get those players back, it's exciting to see what else your side can produce.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a headache for us as a coaching team. Michael's definitely got a hard job trying to pick a squad, especially when everyone's now coming into form, playing well as a group. It's a good headache to have. Like, you're not going to knock it. And yeah, let's just keep this run going because it's exciting.
You're up to 13th in the table, 36 points for the season, and you're also 14 points clear of the relegation zone. Now, how do you look at the table as a management team? Are you looking at the teams above, or are you just making sure you get those points to survive?
I think 3 weeks ago, we're obviously looking behind. We don't want to get sucked into that. It was a case of trying to keep away from it, keep out of sort of that relegation battle. But we knew with sort of a good mid-table side. I just said to the lads there after that win, let's go on a run. Let's see what can happen, because you just never know. You string a few wins together and you could be back up there in the mix of it. But it's just about momentum now and just carrying on.
And you've got a 10-day break now until Hinckley-Leicester Road, so a chance to rest, recuperate and get ready for another challenge at Hayden Road.
Yeah, exactly that. Like, a few lads with a few knocks in there, but we'll still train. We'll still keep ourselves legs fresh. I think happened earlier in the season where we had a bit of a break and that killed us. So we're keen to just keep the momentum going. Those that got injuries will rest up and we'll be ready to go.
Fraser, congratulations. It's a 2-1 win here at Sporting Khalsa, who are 4th in the league ahead of today. What a scalp that is. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, a good win. A good solid performance. I think, we had a few chances, especially second half, to put the game to bed a bit earlier. And then obviously a bit of a scare towards the end of the game. But I think on the whole, a good dominant performance.
Not many people have given your side a chance coming into this game, looking at the league tables, but do you feel like you grew in confidence as the game went on because you were playing really good football and you're also frustrating the opposition as well?
Yeah, we obviously started pretty quickly, and it's always nice when you start quickly. It sort of breeds that bit of confidence, and we also took confidence in the fact we've won, the last 2 games coming into this as well, and then obviously fairly early first half goal as well gives you the confidence to keep going, and that's what we had, and we just built on it from there really.
2 free kicks to win the game as well. Are they practiced on the training ground?
No. The first free kick was obviously a good play by Tijan. I presume it was him who came up with it, just to flick it to Jams and a good finish. And then the second one, obviously we know Calvin, good on set pieces and a good finish. So yeah, 2 good goals.
And how have you found things recently? Because you've been in and out of the side this season, whether that's through injury or selection, wherever that might be. How have you found things recently?
Tough, obviously, being in and out of the team. Some of that, as you mentioned, due to injury earlier in the season, and then also sort of some of me England futsal commitments. But yeah, it's always just nice to be playing and nice to put in a good performance. And
whether you're in the side or not, you've always been warmly appreciated by the Diamonds fans, and particularly on games like this when there's an opportunity to get the ball down and play football, it seems to suit your style quite a lot.
Yeah, obviously we know Hayden Road isn't the best of pitches, so when we do go away, and obviously this being a nice Astro, as a team we look to get it down a bit more and play, and which is what we did today, and obviously that suits my style.
And just on that, tactical approach, I guess, was it part of the remit just to go for Khalsa as early as you can, given their result last week, but also as a chance to stun them a little bit?
Yeah, we spoke about before the game, obviously we knew they had a poor result going the week before, and we were on a bit of a high with two good results coming into it. So yeah, the plan was just to attack it from the first minute, which we did, and it just led to a good performance.
It's 3 wins on the bounce, and it's another little jump in the table up to 13th. Just tell us about the mood in the camp at the moment and the spirit in that dressing room.
Good, yeah, especially after these last few weeks. Obviously, we know we went on a bit of a winless run before, and we were having to, whether we liked it or not, start looking a bit into that relegation fight. But obviously we've now 3 wins on the bounce, as you said, jumped us up the table. Everyone's happy, and yeah, we're performing well.
Do you feel like that your squad have really come a long way in this last few weeks? Certainly in terms of personnel as well, because you've had the MK Dons loanees come in, Nathan Burrows has come in, and there's real healthy competition for places at the moment.
Yeah, we were a bit thin on the ground, I think, around that December, January time, which I think resulted in those results really, and that poor run of form. But yeah, we've had a few good players come in, obviously bolstered the squad and the competition within it, and I think that's shown itself in the fact we've had three wins on the bounce. So yeah, all good.
And it's a weekend off now ahead of Hinckley in 10 days' time. How do you approach that sort of period as a player? How do you approach a 10-day break?
I think obviously we'll be training, so although it's a break from games, it's obviously not a break from playing, but sometimes it's quite a welcome break. I know we've had quite a run of games in quite a short space of time, so sometimes it's quite nice. And then, as you said, it's 10 days, so a Tuesday game, so it's not too long to wait, which isn't too bad.